say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Parents, students, families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, it is my honor to welcome you to the first ever Epic Charter School virtual graduation ceremony, honoring the graduating class of 2020. As we get started, I would like to thank Epic Charter School's sponsor in Oklahoma and Tulsa County, Rose State College, and our statewide authorizer, the statewide Virtual Charter School Board. We also thank the dedicated governing board of Epic Charter Schools. All of these organizations have a critical role in our success and in meeting your academic needs. When we initially started planning this year's graduation events, we had no idea we would end up producing Epic's first virtual ceremony. But this is the world we live in right now, and we, as a school, state, and nation, are experiencing an unprecedented series of firsts, not all of them bad. By and large, we've come up with countless new ways to connect with each other. We've come to the realization that the things we take for granted are not always a given. We've learned to care for each other a little bit more. But the class of 2020 is used to bearing witness to firsts. The year most of you were born, Halle Berry became the first black actress ever to win an Academy Award for Best Actress. Switzerland voted to become a member of the United Nations. Elon Musk founded SpaceX, and the first Harry Potter movie was released. It goes without saying that you have witnessed arguably the single greatest explosion of cultural, technological, and innovative growth in the history of humanity. You are used to change. What's more, you are used to rapid change. It's your superpower. The recent months of quarantining and social distancing have proven challenging for us all. It has forced difficult change. There is much discussion about what normal will look like when the threat of the pandemic no longer hangs over our heads. None of us can know what that will look like, but I am reminded of the words of C.S. Lewis, who said, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." Succeeding in the face of a global health crisis is no small feat. In fact, succeeding at Epic takes a high level of determination and focus. But that requires a great deal of support. Because of the love and support of your parents, families, and loved ones, coupled with the tremendous determination each of you has displayed by getting to this turning point in your lives, you will all come away with this shared experience stronger than you were before. You will build on the tools you have already created and have new opportunities and succeed in ways that you never thought possible. Trust me on that. More importantly, trust yourselves that you are worthy and capable of success. Each and every one of you are. Speaking of success, it is my distinguished privilege as EPIC Superintendent to recognize those in the class of 2020 who have distinguished themselves among their peers. Please join me, wherever you are today, in congratulating not only this year's graduating class as a whole, but also those who have earned academic honors. Our Principal's Honor Roll students are distinguished today by a white cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. Such students earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.99 during their high school career. Principal's Honor Roll students, we congratulate you. Superintendent's Honor Roll. These students are distinguished today by a double blue and gold cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. Such students earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 and higher during their high school career. That is no easy feat, and we salute them. Our academic scholars are distinguished today by a green cord they wear on the outside of their graduation gown. The criteria for being an Oklahoma academic scholar is set in law and involves a minimum ACT or SAT score in addition to a grade point average. Please join me in recognizing our academic scholars. It is now my pleasure to recognize our 2020 Epic Salutatorians. Our salutatorians are distinguished as being those students among the class of 2020 who had the second highest cumulative GPA during their 4 years in high school and among our more than 3,700 seniors. Each salutatorian received their salutatorian medal prior to today's ceremony. Please join me in congratulating all of our salutatorians. It is now EPIC's honor to recognize its valedictorians at today's ceremony. Each of them have earned a cumulative GPA higher than 4.25 among the record number of students in the class of 2020. We have a total of 12 valedictorians in EPIC's class of 2020. In the interest of fairness and time, we asked the two valedictorians with the highest GPAs from each of our two charters to address their classmates today. Ladies and gentlemen, like our salutatorians, our valedictorians have received their valedictorian medallions prior to today's ceremony, which they now proudly wear. At this time, I would like to welcome EPIC teacher Mark Williams to introduce his student and valedictorian, Riley Heights of Fletcher, Oklahoma.
Good afternoon, EPIC graduates, families, and friends. I'm incredibly honored to be your valedictorian's teacher. Before I introduce her, I would like to tell you a little bit about her. I've not known Riley very long, but in the time I have known her, she has left a lasting impression. At EPIC, it's not uncommon to hear about a pivot. And no, that's not a reference from the TV show Friends. A pivot is just a change of plans. Riley has faced several of those just in this school year alone. She changed teachers. That's a pivot. She had to make another pivot in a couple of classes over the winter. Then all the events of this spring happened. Yet another big pivot. Throughout all these changes, Riley has stayed consistent. She does her schoolwork incredibly faithfully. In addition to making stellar grades, Riley works full-time at Shoe Carnival near her hometown and has proven herself to be hardworking and dependable. She has earned the title of store lead. She is also a member of the National Congress of Future Medical Leaders. In August, your valedictorian will be moving to Norman to attend the University of Oklahoma and study pre-med. She hopes to become a pediatric rheumatologist. She explained that she hopes to help young people that have autoimmune diseases. At OU, she has earned the Presidential Scholarship. This is yet another amazing achievement. I feel so fortunate to introduce to you your EPIC Charter School's 2020 valedictorian, Riley Heights.
When I envisioned graduation day, I never thought I would be here sharing this with my cats. But so many things in life don't turn out as expected. I grew up just knowing that I would graduate from the high school in my tiny little town, the same high school that sits on the same block as our only elementary and junior high. But I was unable to enroll in AP or honors classes. My school didn't offer them. I needed to be challenged and prepared for entering college and ultimately medical school. I found the rigor I needed at EPIC. Spending my high school years with EPIC pushed me to be a self-starter. I learned about accountability, problem solving, and that I am more capable than I give myself credit for. As students across the country adjusted to their new normal, we were prepared. as we get ready to go to college or begin our careers, we are prepared. We are the very first class to go out into this post-pandemic world. We will be the problem solvers because we already possess those skills. We will be the leaders, the pioneers, and the trailblazers because we've had practice writing our own stories. We will bring with us compassion and a willingness to help others because of our own unique struggles. And through all of this, we will hold on to our humor because we've survived our parents discovering TikTok, Tiger King memes, and being stuck with our little sisters for what felt like an eternity. This isn't just a new normal. We have the gift of rewriting everything. Our future is ours to choose. This probably gets said a lot at graduations, but it's never been more true than it is for this class in this moment. So spread kindness, make progress, not excuses. Throw some sympathy likes on your mom's social media, and live in a way that inspires others to do the same. Love yourself without apology. Build blanket forts. Forgive yourself and others for being human. Celebrate your failures and learn from them. Practice patience. Stay safe. But remember, hope is also contagious, so spread it liberally. Congratulations to the class of 2020 for graduating.
And last but not least, please welcome EPIC teacher Christy Rich to introduce her student and valedictorian, Ashley Manners of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
How would you describe a well-rounded All-American girl? I would describe her as Ashley Manners. I have had the joy of teaching Ashley as one of my students since she was in middle school. I've seen her grow up. She has succeeded, achieved so many things, but she's also fallen down and had to brush it off and get back up. She is so smart and academically talented, but she is also super physically talented. She will be attending UCO next year as part of their dance team. They select very few individuals, and she is one of those. She has worked so hard for this goal. She has, all the while, been taking dance and theater, maintained over a 4.5 GPA, filled with honors and concurrent courses. She's involved herself in extra programs, worked part-time, been the eldest of 4 children in her family. All the while, you can always catch her with a smile on her face, a hip hop in her step, and a joyful demeanor. She is an amazing young lady. I could tell pretty early on in middle school that she was something exceptional. And I knew that if I could just keep her on track, that she would one day be #1 of her graduating class of over 3,700 EPIC graduates. I don't want you to assume that this journey has been super easy for her, because she has struggled with procrastination and time management, and gosh, a couple of years really questioned about what her future would hold. But she got back up and she persevered. And so here we are at the day of that goal achievement that we set in 8th grade for her to be the valedictorian. It is with great pride and honor, humbling, and now I'm getting emotional, humbling pride that I introduce to you Ashley Manners, EPIC's 2020 valedictorian.
Hello, EPIC's senior class of 2020. Congratulations on making it through high school. The last 4 years have been some of the best and worst times of our lives so far. In those years, we have seen people around us who inspire us to become better people ourselves. These people will help shape us into who we will become as adults. As EPIC students, we would not be here today without our teachers. They have sat by our side and watched us become the students we are today. They have helped us learn life skills that we will use years from now, whether it be 2 + 2 or the Pythagorean theorem. For me, that person is Christy Rich. Thank you for everything. Alongside our teachers have been our parents. Through our high school years, they've had to learn when and how to let us go and learn to fly on our own. My parents have helped me navigate into adulthood, from how to do my laundry to how to do my taxes. Seeing how they put my sisters and I's needs before their own is one of the most impactful things they could have done. Having 4 children in the performing arts and getting them to their various rehearsals is no easy task, especially when you have 2 daughters in dance and 2 in theater. They have encouraged me to keep going anytime I felt like quitting. They are my biggest inspiration, and I aspire to be as selfless and loving as them one day. I could not have gotten to where I am in life or my dance training without them. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Many of us have extracurricular activities that we will be continuing to major in when we get to college in the fall. For me, that is dance performance at the University of Central Oklahoma. Being an EPIC student has given me not only the first-class education, but also the flexibility, quite literally, I needed to pursue my passion for dance. Being in dance has taught me how to perform with proper technique, but it also has taught me multiple life lessons. One of the biggest ones is to stay true to who you are, no matter what. As teenagers, we all reach a point in our lives where we question everything. When I hit this point, I was able to express what I was feeling through my dancing. People will always be there judging you and what you do, no matter what. But you can let their words tear you down or fuel you to do better. Class of 2020, this is the class that will never be forgotten. Our circumstances have presented us with challenges in the last 3 months of our most important year of high school that no one could have foreseen. Yet, we are here graduating. Most of us have missed out on memories that can never be replaced, such as senior prom, sporting events, performances, and a live graduation. While we cannot replace these moments that we had been looking forward to, we can make new memories in different ways starting right now. We can be thankful for the memories that we have made through our high school years and value them more now than ever as we make our way into the world as young adults. We've made it through so much. Whether you're going on to college, traveling, or taking a gap year, you can do it and be amazing. We survived a global pandemic and still graduated. Make the most out of every situation that you're in. Whether it be good or bad, learn from it. Congratulations, class of 2020, you made it.
It's been our honor and privilege to get to shake the hand of the graduates and hand them their diplomas as they cross the stage for 8 years. Obviously, this year's different, and so we won't be able to do that. But we still wanted to come on and congratulate the class of 2020. We are proud of you, what you have accomplished, and what you will accomplish as you set out into the next phase of your life.
Thank you for giving us the honor and the trust that you showed by attending our school and putting in the hard work and determination that's needed to graduate. We're so proud of you, and we're sorry that we couldn't greet you in person and give you a firm handshake and tell you congratulations. But this is our congratulations. Go Epic and be epic after graduation just like you were in high school.
Hello, my name is Shelley Hickman, and I'm Assistant Superintendent of Communications at Epic.
And I'm Chad Dimmick, the Assistant Superintendent of Student Services.
For the last couple of years, Chad and I have had the distinct pleasure of reading the Epic graduates' names at our ceremonies, and we are so excited to again this year have that honor. In a typical ceremony, students who have maybe a difficult pronunciation of their name are able to whisper their name in our ear so we can get it right. We obviously do not have that luxury this year, but we've gone to great lengths to try and pronounce every graduate's name correctly. If, however, we make a mistake, we do ask for your forgiveness and your understanding, but we're going to try so very hard to get everybody's name correct. There are some students who just qualified for graduation in the last couple of days, so they will be acknowledged at the end and not necessarily in alphabetical order as all of our other graduates will be, but they were notified prior to today's ceremony so that they know that. So,
without further ado, let's get started honoring all of our graduates.
Jocelyn B. Aaron, Jarrett Allen Abney, Caleb Abreu, Faith Nicole Acker, Luis J. Acosta. Manuel J. Acosta. Celinda K. Acuna. Evan Hunter Adams. Jacob Ray Edwards Adams. Kelly D. Adams. Natasha Danae Adams. Shayla Adams. Victoria Adams. Jesse M. Adcox. Joya Grace Adalizzi. Garrett Paul Adelman. Madison N. Adkins. Mason C. Adkisson. Anna M. Aguilar. Nathaniel Santiago Aguilar. Joanna Aguilera. Vanessa Aguilera. Mia C. Aguera. McKenna Renee Akers. Lainey Rianne Akins. Arturo Alamila. Ramona R. Alinas. Colton L. Albert. Caitlin Raquel Albertson. Leslie Paige Albert. Tylee Shea Albright. Haley Madeline Alderman. Abigail R. Adeleri. Jose A. Alejo. Alexis Marie Alexander. Haley B. Alexander. Haley Nicole Alexander. John Christopher Alexander. Tiffany D. Alexander. Willow Kate Alexander. Brittany Dawn Alkir. Hannah Marie Allard. Caitlin Elizabeth Allard. Bailey May Lynn Allen. Brandon Allen. Connor Clark Allen. Dayton Wiley Allen.
Ethan Allen. Kaylee Allen. Catherine Adele Allen. Kennedy Grace Allen. Montrell Allen. Sway L.